here. Target practice.
Samira, I don't know how you butcher her name.
Samira is a skillful combo building marksman,
How to pronounce her name.
markswoman.
Samira is the newest addition into League of Legends, and before I say anything else, I'm a Silver 3 Zoe main who can't tell the difference between minions and dragons, so take everything I say with a grain of salt. As you can tell by looking at the walls of flavor text on Samira's wiki page, Samira is a pretty complicated champion, and I think that's absolutely amazing. I think League of Legends should have way more complicated champions like Azir, Aurelion, Sol, and Zoe, and so on. My only worry with complicated champions being around is that there's still champions around like Ashe and Tristana whose abilities are literally give attack speed and shoot arrows. Not saying these champions aren't great or powerful, I'm just saying that fighting against a complicated champion with a simple champion like this makes you feel like, why didn't you get a similar treatment? To give you an analogy, it's like having a community college student go up against a Harvard master's degree student, except the only real difference is that he's younger than you, and his daddy had more money. And I know some of you may be asking, well, Zoe only has 2 abilities until she hits 6, and then she only has 3 abilities. She's not a complicated champion. Well, let me tell you the difference between a good Zoe and a god Zoe. A good Zoe will use the double proc of her Q to double proc her passive. A god Zoe is like a dad on a long road trip, planning out every single stop of every single summoner spell on the ground. And trust me, you don't want to miss one of those stops, because if you do, you're going to be walking back to lane. Since I'm not qualified to tell you how all of her abilities do, I'll let my friend Dr. Windows XP explain all her abilities for me. Welcome, I am Dr. Windows XP, and I have the champ data for you. Do not worry, I am certified. Please believe me. Samira. What does she do? I don't know, but I'm gonna tell you. I got the champ data right here. Samira's got 3 parts of her passive. Number 1 is that she's melee and ranged, effectively making her a human gunblade. Second part of her passive, she got style, dog. She got style ranking, and every time she hits you with a unique spell and or auto attack, she gets style. The last part of her passive is when she hits an immobilized champion, they get knocked up for 0.5 seconds. Her Q is that she can shoot you. That's it. She can shoot you and she can slash you. That's it. Her W is that when projectile flies in, she don't give a fuck. She can knock projectiles out of the air like bop with her sword, and boom, and then she go bow. The projectiles are all canceled around her. Her E is that she dashes forward and she shoots and slashes everyone around her. Once she reaches her S ranking, she can use her ultimate. Her ultimate is a giant Katarina ult that shoots everyone around her. Thank you for tuning in to Dr. Windows XP. In my humble opinion, I think Samira is going to be a broken champion by a long shot. I think that people who are going to be good with her are going to be terrifying to go up against, but I am happy she's in the game and she's a breath of fresh air with complexity at least. I do think that the reason they made Samira in the first place is because all the bot laners were getting sick of not actually contributing anything to the game, but I do appreciate that they're trying to kind of fix the problem by introducing this character. However, I think that introducing this character just because people aren't trying to play bot lane anymore is a bad idea. Anyway, I'm Gomoko, and this was my opinion on Samira.